Good afternoon. I'm Haley Ryan in the KWQC newsroom with your on-the-go headlines for Wednesday, January 7th. Fire officials now know what caused a fire at the Barrel House restaurant in December. Officials say the fire was caused by a mechanical equipment malfunction in the basement of the restaurant. Crews quickly got the fire under control, but officials say the restaurant had significant smoke-related damage. The restaurant is still closed due to the fire, according to its website. The Trump administration is targeting 5 blue states in a $10 billion funding freeze for programs that serve needy families and ensure access to childcare. Capital News Illinois reports the move affects $1 billion in aid to Illinois. States will be required to provide extra documentation to access the funds. The Trump administration says that the move was made to address potential fraudulent allocation of funds. The Department of Health and Human Services did not cite any specific examples of fraud and abuse. But Governor J.B. Pritzker says Trump is simply targeting states led by the opposition party. One child care program affected by the freeze serves over 100,000 families, according to the governor's office. And Iowa is getting more power to decide how it spends its federal education money. Iowa's newly approved waiver largely applies to education money used by the state's education agency, not the larger sums of money that goes to the state's more than 300 public school districts, according to the Associated Press. Federal money from 4 programs aimed at teacher training, English learners, after-school programs, and academic enrichment will go into a single pot with fewer limits on how it's spent. This plan will combine about $9.5 million through September 2028. State officials will decide how the money is spent. Now a look at weather in the Quad Cities area. Plenty of sunshine is expected this afternoon, but since it is not a full day of sun, highs will only reach the 40s and 50s. Attention then turns to the strong storm we've been talking about that brings widespread rain to eastern Iowa and western Illinois Thursday. Pockets of heavy rain and even a few rumbles of thunder are possible. Rain wraps up late Thursday night into early Friday with totals around a half inch to an inch. Highest totals will be across eastern Iowa. By the way, it will also become breezy Thursday with highs in the 40s west of the Mississippi River to mid-50s east of the river. Friday will be a little cooler with north winds behind the cold front that clears the area. This is on the heels of our next, weaker system that brings the potential for snow late Friday night into early Saturday. There are still some discrepancies on how the system will play out, but a rains/snow mix will likely change to wet snow early Saturday morning, and there could be some minor accumulations. That wraps up your on-the-go headlines for Wednesday, January 7th. In the KWQC newsroom, I'm Haley Ryan.